What's up, you guys? Welcome back to our channel.
How are you guys doing today?
Well, I know all of you guys are wondering about what happened to our basement and the cleanup and all that. So we're definitely going to show you that. We also have a lot of stuff that we got to do out here in the yard. We're expecting another big storm, so we got to do some erosion control.
Yep.
So there's a lot of things that we got to do today, so come along, let's get her done.
Let's get it. So I am back down here at the basement. All right, we just cleaned up a little bit. We got it down to a point so we can see what it is that we have to really clean up and what the crew has to clean up. They are coming back out on Monday to finalize cleaning up the actual basement. Yes, there is a lot of wow in a sense, but they used a regular concrete truck. They didn't pump it in there. That was the contractor's choice. It wasn't our choice, but at the same time, it got done and it is cleanable, it's fixable, and they are going to fix it and clean it. So me and Melanie aren't going to try to stress too much about it. We did try to see how easy it's going to be clean or cleanable, and it is easy to clean. We can get it done, they can get it done, obviously, because they're the ones that need to get it done. But other than that, it is easy to do. It's stressful, like no tomorrow. We said that in the lives. That was one of the most nerve-wracking parts of this whole build. More so than the first concrete disaster, I feel. But yeah, it isn't too bad, you guys. It really isn't. It is fixable, it is cleanable. It's not as bad or anything else as what we were all thinking. But it is fixable and they can clean it pretty easily. So let me show you guys what is going on and what is needing to be cleaned and fixed per se. They will be out here, like I said, on Monday if the weather is holding out, but I don't know, because we're supposed to get something nasty tomorrow and into Monday and everything else, so it might be Wednesday, who knows. But they are coming back out here to pour my slab over there. So let me show you guys everything. I'm gonna take you guys around and you guys can see what it is. This will be able to get cleaned up with a saw, but the outer edges is like that. This down here, I did clean up this edge right here all the way. You can see all this broken concrete. I did that all the way up to about right here. Didn't take me too long, and it did come up pretty easily, but I ended up hurting my pinky. And I was like, oh, I'm done. They can do it. I wanted to see how hard it was or how easy it was and everything else like that, but they can get this done pretty easily. But I need this to be clean so I can get my actual waterproofing to come down, hit the bottom of the foundation, actually come over this way and come down. I really want to make sure that it's at least to this bottom portion right here. So this is going to get cleaned up a little bit, and yeah, so that is the outer side. The outer side was definitely the bigger headache, and I was like, man, they do have all this on the outer side as long as I can get it as smooth as possible, which honestly, it's pretty easy with the wire brush. Like, this stuff is already coming off with just my hand. So it's just work and getting it done. But it's the same thing on the other side. So it's gonna be interesting. But I have faith in them. They'll be able to get it done. But here's the patio. We got the patio pretty much swept. We got some concrete still on the side of the blocks, which this form over here, it's the same aspect like that. But yeah, it was it was almost like the very first pour. Whole lot of holy crap, and trying to get them filled, and it was drying and setting up quicker than they wanted to, but they do have a fix for that. So now here we are on the inside. It's really not too bad. On the floor, we do have to acid wash the floor and get that all squared away. but it isn't too bad around. We did come in here and start cleaning this wall, and this wall is pretty clean. This is going to be painted, so I mean the blocks are pretty rough anyway, so I just hope that we can get a thick enough paint to smooth it out. If not, there's always plaster, but I don't know. We're not there yet. We got to clean this and fix it and paint it and get it to where we can actually get the windows in and everything else, and the door and the roof, and go from there. But got all this in here. Let me come in over this way where all the pipes are and everything else. This side, on this, on the bottom block area, that chunk over there. Yeah. So I mean the acid wash is going to definitely help out a lot. This side is the side where they were rowing it in, but it's not too bad on the floor. Acid wash should take care of this pretty good. This right here I ain't worried about. This whole thing's going to get chopped out and chopped out in a nice straight line, because that's my stairwell, and my last step is going to be that block pretty much. So yeah, we've got all this. We got some other things on the list, but me and Melanie this morning, while it was nice and cool, came in here and swept and cleaned and just got all the wood and everything else so we can actually see what needs to be done. The wire brush actually does get it off pretty well. The top side of my plates, we've got to get those all smooth and cleared and good. As some of you guys know, I did buy J-bolts. I did want to put them in there, but it was going so slow. Concrete was setting so quick. I wasn't actually able to get the J-bolts in there, which is fine. They were only like 75 cents a piece, so it's not a huge loss to me. I just didn't want to spend the $6 a piece for the redheads. So now I've got to get the redheads, and I've got to get the caulking for the actual anchoring bolts, and I will be able to get those in. It's the same thing, same concept, if not a little bit stronger. But we'll see. It should be all right. I'm going to be putting those every 6 feet, as well as tying hurricane straps to it, and those are going to be going up the walls. So this basement is going to be one heck of a storm shelter regardless. I know it looks like a mess. It really isn't that bad. I was stressing like no tomorrow. Melanie was stressing like no tomorrow. Trust me. More than you guys could even imagine. But yeah, it will get fixed. It will be all right. I have total faith in Ronnie and his crew. I know it looked like a completely an utter shit show. It was. And it was one of those things that I feel like it was a good time. It was a good time. That we're gonna look back at this and laugh our butts off, every single one of us. But it's all right. Everything's good. Can't cry over spilt milk, right? Or concrete. Just can't do it. But I got some other things I got to do. Kids just got home. We went out, had a good time with Roxanne and Anthony for Roxanne's birthday. Country Road Care. If you guys haven't seen them, there should be a card somewhere around here. But that was a good time, and well needed on 41.36, because I think that everybody was at a point of just like, we need to go have some fun. We need to go have some fun. We can't just sit here in the woods and for months on end not doing anything. So it was a very well needed thing, and it was a good time celebrating with Roxanne for her birthday. So let me go find Melanie. I know the kids just got home, and she's dealing with them. So let me go see what's going on.
What's up, you guys?
How's it going?
So Gary just walked through everything going on with the basement with you guys, and we got some other stuff that we've got to get going on today, because we are expecting some more storms.
Yep.
It is the rainy season out here, so it's like every other day or so we're getting storms. That being said, it's going to lead into what we got to do. We got to deal with some of this dirt out here, and we've got to figure out something for erosion control so it doesn't mess up the terrace system that we had Brewster build for us.
Correct. I've already started hitting it and getting some of the stuff prepped up and ready for it. We did go get some material
Yep.
So we can try to mitigate it a little bit.
So before we get started, let's walk around and show you guys what we've already been up to, show you guys the materials that we're gonna use today. And Gary Jimmy rigged something. He rednecked it. So we're gonna show you guys that too, but let's go over here real quick and show you guys what we're talking about. So erosion control. Gary drug a bunch of logs from our big log pile and he put them all out here. As you can see, we kind of got one right here on the ground. Put some stakes in it so that way it doesn't roll away. And he's got some going this way and that way along the first top terrace. If you look really close, you can actually see there is a bunch of grass growing right here. All on this side bank, which is fantastic. It's what we wanted. It's only been a week since we planted, so seeing this much little seedling sprouting out is a very beautiful thing. What we've got to do today is we got some landscaping fabric. I just got this, I picked it up at a Tractor Supply in our local town of Booneville. They had these, it wasn't very expensive, and I was talking to the guy and they use this out here for erosion control all the time. So we have kind of a little game plan on what we're gonna go ahead and do. We're going to take this fabric, we're gonna lay it out like so, and then, you know, like so, straight, roll it all the way out. We're gonna stake it down, and hopefully that's going to help with some of this dirt so it doesn't move around. We're gonna start with this first terrace, and then probably not today, but soon we're gonna work on the second and the third terrace and just keep on going. But that's kind of our plan. Right now, we just really want to get this done before this next big storm hits. So before we even do any of this though, guys, Gary actually rednecked something. Let's take you over there and show you what I'm talking about. Gary rednecked it.
Yeah, I definitely squirreled my brain up for this one. That's for sure.
I hope it works. So y'all were talking about us needing a drag, so that way we can drag out some of these erosion areas and like the little rivets in the dirt from all the big machines and everything coming out here. Well, we didn't go out and buy nothing, but we kind of made something with all the spare parts lying around here. Check it out. Ba-bum! Gary made a drag. So this framing actually was the sled that we made for the kids for when it was snowy out here. It already died. It was just that one-time use thing. And then we got a big log right there, and then we've got some of our stakes, and Gary just went ahead and made it so that way the stakes will, you know, drag on the ground. The weight of the log and the weight of everything should keep it all real heavy back here. And we got it hooked up with a tow rope to the side-by-side. And Gary, you're just gonna drive it up and down right here, right, and mix this spot up?
Yeah, we got some concrete dust and some really good mud and all sorts of stuff, and yeah, I don't really think grass is gonna grow too great right there.
Yeah, so we want to reseed this area too. The concrete spillage from when they just did the concrete pour. Got another big mess of concrete right here as well, and then you can see all of the tracks from their vehicles. So I think that you should be able to make this happen.
I hope.
We're just gonna go ahead and I guess stir this dirt up again, and then we'll lay some more seed down.
It's gonna be sad because there's all this over here, which I'm gonna try not to hit over here, but we got some of these tire tracks.
Yeah.
And I gotta avoid this tree anyway, so I'm gonna try not to because we already got some grass right here.
Yeah, look at that good little green patch.
That's a good green patch. So I'm gonna stir all this up right here.
We've got so much green going out and about all around here, guys. I don't know how good it's showing up on the GoPro, but we've got a sea of green coming. It's coming. It's only been a week since we planted, so that's very, very, very good sight. This would be like 3 weeks worth of growth in the desert.
Yeah, it's nuts. Arkansas, heck yeah.
Arkansas rocks.
We can grow whatever we want real quick.
Yep. Well, it's already getting really hot. We got the kids playing in the little kiddie pool down here. They're hanging out inside the basement somewhere right now. But we got them playing, and we got everything, all of our duckies in a row finally. So we're gonna start hitting it and making it happen.
Hop in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Have fun.
Well, let's hope it's It's all good.
Let's hope this works. It's not a big fail. I mean, it looks like it's chilling to me. Up, Gary. Womp, womp, womp. Fell.
Quad can actually get private turns.
Okay.
I was hoping to be able to use this and really scrape it up. It worked a little bit.
Yeah, it started out to work really good, but it just fell apart. It's like our life, it's just falling apart.
No matter what we do, no matter what we try. Watch out, dog.
Epic fail. Oh well. When you fail, you just keep going, because then you don't really fail, you just haven't quit. All right, off to plan number 2. Worked out pretty darn good, I do have to say so myself.
Yep.
I mean, we had the first initial fail, but after that it worked out really good.
It worked out really good.
I'll check it out, guys. It actually helped out quite a bit considering how deep these rivets were. They're smoothed out a lot. There's still some over there, but it's really not that bad. My concern is still a little bit of this concrete, but Gary tells me not really to worry about it. Once we get some seed in here and planted, it should be all right. I mean, you can tell it's just like surface dirt.
It's just dust.
Yeah, it's like dust.
You know what, baby?
What?
Can we save the seed for another time? Because we're already going to be having a hell of a time with that cloth. I mean, this wind, all the rain and everything else, I don't want it to wash away instantly.
Yeah, you're probably right. All right. We're going to actually save the seeding for another day. We're going to have a hard enough time with the cloth. Gary's right.
And I don't want it to wash away or blow away with all this wind. So as soon as it lets up and everything, I'll come out here and I'll seed and we'll rake it in and it'll be all wet too.
Yeah.
So.
Good looking out, babe.
I got you.
Well, let's go get that ground cloth done.
Okay.
All right. What we're doing, guys, is literally just for now, so the tears don't wash away. This is not the forever goal. We just have so much on our plate and we have to handle this now, so. All right, so we're gonna start rolling this out. I've actually already staked it in right here on the corner, and we've convised a plan to do this very quickly, very efficiently, and easily, so we think. So we've got some homemade stakes that Gary made. He's twisted up some wire and kind of gave it a little hook. Hopefully they'll work. It's left over from an old fencing project, and this was actually like the wire that you would put in a chain link fence and draw it really tight and everything. So anyway, so this is just a 4 by 200 foot ground cloth, and what we're going to do is we're just going to start on this side, go all the way down, and then come back and do the second bottom layer. We didn't go all the way up to the tree because we have plans on building a tree well for this tree as well as for that tree. We started digging it out, but then concrete, and you think life got complicated, storms, blah blah. But we are going to still work on that. We're going to still work on that in another video. So for today, we're just going to start stringing this thing out, staking it in. We'll grab some rocks and put some rocks on top. Hopefully it will help a lot with the erosion.
way in there.
That proved to be a little bit challenging.
Yes, the wind did not help.
No, and doing it on a slope, you know.
Yeah.
But anyhow, we rolled out one roll and we've got this tier almost completely done. We did run out of those little stakes, so we're gonna have to go to town and buy some more. Anthony from Country Road Cure was telling me that he got a pack of them and it's like 40 of them or something for like $6 each. So we're gonna go into town and we're gonna pick up a bunch of those and hopefully continue this out. Finish this tier and then do the other tiers as well. We got enough ground cloth, we just ran out of stakes. Yeah.
Yep. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
It's been interesting doing this so far. I'm really curious to see how it's gonna hold up to the storm.
I hope it does. I mean, we got a log there, we got a lot of the bigger rocks down in there, and now we got the ground covering, so I don't know. We're kind of racking our brain too on what we want to do with this area. I know a lot of people have mentioned planting stuff, but it's really awkward to grab things on this hill, so I'd have to make stair sets like all over the place. I think what we're going to honestly end up doing with this area is either rocking it or putting grass or clover or something there. But if we do grass or clover or something, we're going to need more topsoil. So we're probably just going to end up rocking it. But yeah, you know what? We're gonna call this good for today. Hopefully it's going to last up for the storms. Hopefully it will do well and do its job.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping. I mean, only one storm will tell. I mean, it's not raining now. It's holding good.
We'll know in about 2 days. We'll be able to get back to you on this. Tomorrow, you and the girls got a hot date. You guys are gonna go do the daddy-daughter dance at their school.
I got 2 hot dates.
Ooh.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, they've got all their snazzy outfits and stuff. So.
I'm really excited because I mean, they're my daughters.
And you've never had anything
I've never
like
had
that.
anything like that, so it's very special. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun.
So maybe Gary will take you guys along with that, and if not, then we'll put some pictures at the end of this video. But we're calling it for today. So yeah, we love you guys, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Later. You girls are beautiful.
Are you guys ready for the daddy-daughter dance?
Yeah.
Yeah? You look good for this luau. Let me see those dresses, girls. Ooh, let's see yours. Ooh.
There you are.
Beautiful.